Sam Jenso.
Ha?
Sam Jenso.
Okay, greet your family, English.
Hello, my family. How are you?
Where?
In Dipolog City.
Dipolog
Zamboanga
City?
Yes.
Ano pa, apelido mo?
Sugod po. Ilo mga sugod.
Sugod. Thank you.
Thank you po.
MH Del Pilar Street. Marcelo H. Del Pilar Street. Of course, Manila, Philippines. This is the Marcelo H. Del Pilar Street, of course. Corner UN Avenue from Roas Boulevard, United Nations. The beginning of Marcelo H. Del Pilar Street is from Calao Street. Of course, the Calao Street, Marcelo H. Del Pilar. But now, I will start here in United Nations or UN Avenue Street from Top Avenue, United Nations, going to Roas Boulevard, the Marcelo H. Del Pilar, United Nations. So, what can we see here in Marcelo H. Del Pilar, of course? In the beginning of Marcelo Del Pilar Street here in UN Avenue from Roas Boulevard and from Top Avenue, I will show to you what can you see here in Marcelo Del Pilar Street. Hello people of the world! Hello YouTube team! Again, I'm back! I promote. Welcome to my channel again. Today, do you see that? The Marcelo Del Pilar? I will show you what can you see here in Marcelo Del Pilar. As I told you, the beginning of Marcelo Del Pilar is from Calao Street. After Calao, United Nations. And of course, going to, let's see, where we can go here in Marcelo Del Pilar. But the important is, what can you see here in Marcelo Del Pilar? So I will show to you what can you see here in Marcelo H. Del Pilar. You can see old building here, bank, you can see bank here. We can see many things here in Marcelo Del Pilar. You know what? In the past so many years, Marcelo Del Pilar is a very busy area because there's so many tourists here, many bar here. You can see some barber shop here, travel agency, of course, a water purifier. The canteen you can see here, and of course you can see accommodation, hotel here, and of course a bar, restaurant. You can see also bank here, and of course an internet shop you can see here, and of course the barber and beauty salon for men and women. Of course a restaurant here you can see, event place here you can see here, and of course this is a hotel all again, and of course you can see street here. The Salazar Street, of course, you can see a convenience store here, and of course, you can see church here. This is what can you see here in MH Del Pilar, of course, Manila, Philippines. You can see a park here that some people stay here and waiting for their, of course, looking for a job, and of course, the church, the Ermitas Shrine here in MH Del Pilar, of course, and some agency here, medical diagnostic center here you can see in MS Del Pilar. And MS Del Pilar, as I told you, is the beginning of MS Del Pilar is from Calao Street and United Nations. And now I'm walking here along MS Del Pilar. You can see some restaurant here, and of course some like a convenience store, and of course the pharmacy. You can see pharmacy here in MS Del Pilar. And of course, if you're looking for some what we call the printing shop, photo printing documents, Xerox machine, is we have here in MS Del Pilar. You can see some Xerox machine here and typing job, and of course some old antique gallery you can see here in Marcelo Del Pilar. And of course another hotel here you can see hotel, and of course some antique shop here you can see in MS Del Pilar. Remember, I'm not good in English, just focus. You can see antique shop, and of course some notary, Xerox called shop here. And this is the, of course, after Salazar, the Arquisa Street. Arquisa. Or now, the Arsenio Herrera Cruz Street. And you can see a notary, Xerox, printing, Buko vendor here. You can see here in MS Del Pilar, of course, some money changer you can see here. And money changer and art gallery you can see here. Of course, some hotel, convenience store, and photo shop here. Of course, some food vendors here you can see. And you can see many things here in MS Del Pilar. But you know, in the past many years, MS Del Pilar was so very busy because there's so many bar here and many tourists that visit here in the past many years. That is Marcelo Del Pilar. It's like Mabini, of course, in Manila. So you can see another bar restaurant here in Marcelo Del Pilar.
Hello.
And of course, the remittance center. Hello. Your name, pangalan mo?
Sam Jenso.
Ha?
Sam Jenso.
Okay, greet your family, English.
Hello, my family. How are you?
Where?
In Dipolog City.
Dipolog
Zamboanga
City?
Yes.
Ano pa, apelido mo?
Sugod po. Hello, mga sugod.
Sugod. Thank you.
Thank you po.
So that is one of the Filipino here in Manila, Philippines. Your name?
Ginalin Sugod.
Jenalyn Sugod, and her family is from Dipolog City, okay? You can see bakery here. You can buy, of course, remittance center. And of course, you can see barber shop here in MS Del Pilar. And again, fast food. Again, money changer. And of course, the lottery here, you can see lottery. You know, here in the MS Del Pilar and the Mabini is very well known in many of money changer here. There's so many tourists here in MS Del Pilar. Of course, this is the Faura Street, of course, the Ross Boulevard, Faura, from Taft Avenue. In the past many years, there's so many tourists here in MS Del Pilar. It's like Mabini because there's so many bar here in MS Del Pilar. In the past many years, I think it's 1990s, 1980s, and you can see this. Some of them are bars in the past many years. And now there are some remittance here, what you call food stall here, and of course some logistic office here, the dental clinic you can see here in Marcelo Del Pilar. You know, in the past, the Marcelo Del Pilar is so very busy and very active, even in night, because there's so many bar here. But now, I hope the past business of Marcelo Del Pilar will back. You can see convenience store here. You can buy some drinks here if you walk here. In night, it's so very dead here in Marcelo Del Pilar because there's so have no open business here in even in night. So Marcelo Del Pilar, remember, in the beginning is the Calao Street, United Nation, and the last of Marcelo Del Pilar is the Quirino Avenue. It's other side of Mabini. So now you know what can you see here in Marcelo Del Pilar, no? It's a very cold and not so busy place here in Manila because there's so many establishments had been closed. You can see this printing shop here. Again, you can see a mini restaurant here that you can buy different kinds of Filipino food. And of course, some Xerox and photo shop here. And of course, there's a bar here also in MS Del Pilar. And of course, there's also, again, a bakery here. You can buy bread, different kinds of bread that you can buy. Also, Filipino food here that you can buy, different Filipino food. Sometimes we miss the business of Marcelo Del Pilar because, as I told you, there's so many foreigners here. There's also a park here in Marcelo Del Pilar. And it's now, it's very near in Santa Monica Street here in Marcelo Del Pilar, of course. The Santa Monica Street, Santa Monica, corner Marcelo Del Pilar, going to Ross Boulevard and going to Adriatico, going to one of the known mall here in Manila, the Robinson. Of course, there's a thrift shop there. Ukay-ukay shop there in Marcelo del Pilar, and of course, building again. And of course, there's what we call a bar here in Marcelo del Pilar. This is what can you see here in Marcelo del Pilar. Not so many, but I guess it's some of the establishment here is almost sometimes agency, medical center, and of course restaurant. And again, there's a dialysis center here in Marcelo del Pilar. A dialysis center, you can see dialysis center here, of course. And again, chocolate house you can see here in Marcelo del Pilar. Again, it's after Santa Monica. And now I'm going to this Marcelo del Pilar going to Quirino. This is a one-way. This is only a one-way road here in Marcelo del Pilar. And if you're going to Quezon City, you can go through Mabini. But if you're going to Quirino, Marcelo del Pilar is a one-way road. Okay, you can see some store here. Of course, you can see some here in snack center here. And of course, you can see bar here in Marcelo del Pilar. There's a bar. I think when night this is open, the bar is open at night. And this is the Salas Street. Salas Street going to Rosa Boulevard. Salas Street going to Adriatico. And of course, Mabini Adriatico. So Marcelo del Pilar, Salas. Salas, you can see a barbecue stand. You can buy barbecue there. And there's a bar here on the corner of Salas and Marcelo del Pilar. So remember, this is a one-way, the road, one-way road of Marcelo del Pilar. This is Manila, Philippines. So there's a called a KTV here. Of course, some mini restaurant here that you can eat. And there's you can buy Filipino food here, restaurant Marcelo del Pilar, and of course you see that, and another KTV bar, Marcelo del Pilar. There's so many stores here in Marcelo del Pilar that you can buy. You know what? In the past many years, Marcelo del Pilar has many bars here like that. That's a bar, very busy. There's so many foreigners here. In the 80s, 90s, there's so many bars here. After the Mount Pinatubo eruption, some of the foreigners get back on their country, and the Marcelo del Pilar and Mabini was been in a dark and no more business. But you can see now, you can see many agency here in Marcelo del Pilar. Restaurant Marcelo del Pilar, and of course some employment agency here. You can see in Marcelo del Pilar, and again, Giant Meds, of course, medicine specialist here. Barber shop here in Marcelo del Pilar, and of course salon. You can see salon here in Marcelo del Pilar. This is a one-way, remember. And of course you can see a restaurant here, Marcelo del Pilar. You can see it, this restaurant, Middle Eastern, Malaysian, and Filipino food. You can see this in authentic Arabic Mediterranean cuisine. A cuisine here, you can see. This is the Soledado Street. Soledado Street. You can see here also we call employment agency going to abroad here. And of course, it's very near in Cuarteles Street, a small street here in Marcelo del Pilar. Cuarteles Street, of course, going to Rosa Boulevard. Remember, Marcelo del Pilar is a one-way road. Don't forget that. It's only a one-way road here in Marcelo del Pilar. Del Pilar is a very long road here. And from United Nations, of course, the beginning is Calao. From United Nations, where I came from, and Faura, of course, Salas, and different street here, many street here in Marcelo. Now here, in Pedro Hill Street, of course, Pedro Hill going to Ross Boulevard, and of course, Pedro Hill going to Taft Avenue. Of course, Marcelo del Pilar. So, not so many attractions here that can you see here in Marcelo del Pilar, but most of them are some employment agency and money changer, and of course some shop, convenience stores, a few restaurant here in Marcelo del Pilar, of course. Remember, Marcelo del Pilar is a one-way road here, going to Quirino Avenue, going to Baclaran, and of course going to Vito Cruz. Okay? Of course, I hope you enjoy the video here in my YouTube channel. I promote here in Marcelo del Pilar, of course, Manila, Philippines. So if you are new on my channel, it's very hot here, huh? If you are new on my channel, don't forget to subscribe on my channel, YouTube. I promote, and I hope you understand my English, because I'm not good at English. I just want to provide you informative information here in my YouTube channel. I promote. So always remember, I'm not good in English. Focus on the products like this place here in Marcelo del Pilar. Okay? If you're my subscriber, always watch my videos and support me. Thank you very much for watching. Always remember, be kind, be a good human being, and always trust God. Okay? Pedro Hill Street, Marcelo del Pilar, corner Pedro Hill. I promote Marcelo del Pilar, Manila, Marcelo del Pilar, Philippines.